Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about why I chose to buy the Apple Watch Ultra over a regular Apple Watch, or even keeping my Series 7 from last year. So, the Apple Watch Ultra was the first real redesign we saw to an Apple Watch since the first Apple Watch was released back in 2015. We have had the same design with minor incremental upgrades to screen size. We started off at 38 and 42, we then went up to 40 and 44, and then we went up to 41 and 45, which is the size of the current Series 8, and 44 millimeters is the size of the current SE. So, Apple introduced the Apple Watch Ultra back at their September event. So, I'm a normal person. Now, you might be thinking, why would I choose to buy an Apple Watch Ultra over a regular Series 8, or even keeping my Series 7? So, there are three main reasons, I'd say, and that's the longer battery life, the action button, as well as the redesign to the Apple Watch, as we have not seen a redesign like this in forever. So, to start off, the longer battery life. So this is something that I've actually been looking for in an Apple Watch, as the normal Apple Watch has 18 hours of battery life. Now, that's more than enough to get me through a day. But I'll get through a day and I'll have maybe 30% left with the always-on display. I wear my Apple Watch Ultra daily, and I put this on the charger once every other day because the watch is lasting me 2-3 days almost. I go to bed and I have 80% remaining. It's insane. I can't say that about my old Series 7. Even when it was brand new, I would have to put it on the charger to use it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to use it, or it'd be dead the next day. And there have been a few cases with my Apple Watch Series 7 where I had to kind of go without it, or I had to kind of micromanage my routine to make sure I can charge it, wear it, and then have to charge it again because I couldn't fully charge it last night. Now, the second new thing with the Apple Watch Ultra that really compelled me over the regular Series 8 and regular Apple Watches was the action button. So the action button is this new button on the side of the Apple Watch. It's orange, it stands out, and personally, this action button is one of the best things Apple decided to do this year. I can't say anything bad about it. I love it. It simply click it, launches my Apple Watch workout, and allows me to start my workout by just pressing it instead of waiting for the 3-second counter, so I can get that precise start. I have exactly what I'm starting instead of clicking it and then having to wait the 3 seconds, as well as also just having a button that I can set to do anything, as it's allowed me to free up space on my watch face for new complications that I would love to have, but using the current watch face I was using, I couldn't use. So, the final thing is the new design. So this is what the Apple Watch Ultra looks like. So it is made out of titanium. It is 49 millimeters. So this is actually the biggest Apple Watch we have seen from Apple, as the previous biggest one was 45 millimeters. Now, I'm someone who, since the Series 3, I've gotten the bigger one. So I've developed a collection of bands. And something that I was really concerned about as I was hearing rumors on Twitter and even seeing some on Instagram, that bands were not going to fit. This is not true. This is one of the Series 8 Nike Apple Watch bands that they just came out with this season, and it fits fine. It does have a little bit, it has a little bit of a gap, but I'm not going to complain. All of my old watch bands I've collected over the years and bought still work fine. But we also with the Ultra did get some new bands. This is the Alpine Loop. So personally, I went for the Alpine Loop in Starlight this year because Apple really didn't have a good color selection at the time I bought this. You couldn't get the Trail Loop in the color I wanted, but also, I'm someone who, I love these Nike bands that really for me, whatever band I get, doesn't matter. So, I decided that the Alpine Loop was going to be the best choice, as I'm someone who, I go rock climbing from time to time, and having a nice secure band like this, that I know won't go anywhere, is amazing. This band does have titanium inserts as well as a titanium G-hook, which Apple did design just specifically for the Ultra. So it is pretty cool having a watch band that this can't go anywhere unless I physically push it up and slide it out. And I don't know when in my daily life that is going to happen, because it's not. So it's great having this secure band. But getting back to the new design, we get a crown guard as well. So this is also something new we've seen with the Apple Watch Ultra, where we get a crown guard, so it protects your power button and your digital crown. We do also get a bigger digital crown, which is something I'm okay with. I didn't think the digital crown needed to be any bigger than it was on my Series 7. I thought it was a perfect size. And now we actually do return the power button does stick out a little, which, because of this crown guard, I think it's perfect. I actually have never had like an accidental press. Even with my Series 7 and older, I've never had that accidental moment where my wrist is like this and I'm pressing into it. I know some people have. I know some people who have accidentally called emergency SOS because of it. But it's pretty cool not, like that will not happen with this. Like, there is no way I could see you pushing both of these down on accident, mainly because of the design. And this also does have the first time we've seen a flat, flush Apple Watch screen from Apple. Typically, it is a rounded display, and I don't know about you, but I was a fan of the round design. But seeing how this flat design and how it really completes the Apple Watch and how it just looks so nice and clean, Apple really did amazing with this. And if I had the choice next year, I would keep this. Unless Apple releases a dark titanium version, because my one complaint with this is the natural titanium color. It's gorgeous, don't get me wrong. But I'm sorry, I just like the space black. I like the sleek look that I had with my Series 7. And now I can dress this up. I can pair this with literally any band that Apple sells, and it still looks gorgeous. But to not have that sleek look of the black watch face is something I'm missing. But overall, Apple did amazing with this. And honestly, I think it's safe to say I would call this Apple's product of the year. Now, that's just my opinion. If you disagree, you can let me know below in the comments, and we can have a conversation about this. Look, I also think Apple did some great things with the 14 Pro Max, 14 Pro, even their M1 Max they released last year. They've done some pretty good things, but this, I think, tops it all. So, if you want to help me out, you can hit the like button and subscribe while you're down there, leaving that comment about what your favorite Apple product was. And I also want to remind you guys that today's a good day to make a great day, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.